Now we see the same warriors that they captured from the west coast of Africa and brought over here in prisons.
Right.
That's where we see the warriors today.
Right.
Now we see the warriors, the men who would give their life for their families, for their wives, for their children. Now we see those same warriors in child support court.
Bring it out.
This is what we're seeing today. We've been destroyed.
Yes.
We have been destroyed. That's why we need to fight even harder. That's why we need to be diligent, Raekwon. That's why we need to be sober, Raekwon, in order to fight the oppression, because it's all by design.
That's right.
Nothing is by chance.
Right.
We didn't just slip on a banana peel and end up in slavery.
Right.
And end up oppressed over here for all these years.
Right.
It's by design. There's a war going on. And you know what the black man is doing? Now, our enemies is fighting. Our enemies are having war strategy, or devising war strategies. They're having meetings. They're executing. And what are we doing? What are our warriors doing? Getting high. Getting high, watching TV, getting lost in what's going on. Say what? Just waiting to get destroyed. Just waiting for it to happen. We know the enemy is coming. We're just sitting here just chilling. Just chilling. They'll be here soon. Waiting for it to happen. That's why we need that. This is why we need God's laws. What do you got? Read it.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 83 and verse 1. Keep not thou silence, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies.
But because our what?
Thine enemies make a tumult.
Our enemies make a tumult. You know what a tumult is? A tumult is an angry gathering. Our enemies made an angry gathering. Right. Now, I have aged adults out here. Think about what happened. I know maybe you learned about it when you were a young girl. Look at what happened in the '60s when we tried to get rights, just human rights, civil rights for ourselves, not greater rights, just civil rights. Just let my kids go to school and don't throw rocks at them. Don't bust their heads with stones. Just let my husband go to work and come home and not be harassed and beat down on the side of the street. Just civil rights. And look at the hell we caught trying to get civil rights.
Right.
Trying to just serve it. I got money too. I just want to buy a cup of coffee. And what do we get? Hot coffee thrown in our face. Right. Our children end up in prison. These are the things that we suffered. So that's why God said our what?
Enemies. Lo, thine enemies.
Our enemies did what?
Make a tumult.
Make a tumult, an angry gathering. We didn't do anything to them to deserve how they treated us. You know who we offended to deserve how they treated us? We offended the Most High God. Right? We offended God. That's who we offended. Because he gave us laws, statutes, and commandments to keep, and we chose, I'm not going to do it. Our forefathers from Moses' time decided, we're not going to do it. We're going to do what we want to do. And now we're suffering the wrath of turning our backs on God. Right. Read.
And they that hate thee have
they that what?
They that hate thee.
So that's something that we don't ever, remember we talked about the honest moral inventory? We don't like to admit that there's people that genuinely hate us. We as a people don't hate other nations. So now they're talking about this anti-Semitic. We're not known for hating other people. You know who we're known for hating? Ourselves.
That's right.
That's who we're known for hating, ourselves.
Right.
You know Nipsey Hussle, right? You know the rapper that passed. He had an interview, and you know what he said? He was thinking about back in his days when he was gang banging. He said when he used to do drive-bys, he used to drive through the community and he used to look for somebody on the other side of town that dressed like him, that walked like him, that talked like him, and that was the man that he was going to shoot. He said that was the enemy. He said it wasn't until afterwards he realized, he's like, man, the whole time I was looking for myself.
Bring it out.
I was looking for myself to kill. I'm looking for the man who looks just like me, who's in the same community, who's going through the same things as me, to kill. That's the self-hatred that we suffer from as a people. That's one of the curses that we suffer.
Right.
Read it again.
And they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken what?
They have taken crafty counsel.
You know what crafty counsel is, Raekwon? You have an idea? Go ahead. Tell me what you think.
When someone just trying to like fast talk.
Fast talk you? Okay, it's a lot more than that. Here's what crafty counsel. Crafty counsel is, we're gonna send dirty water to Flint, Michigan in the black communities.
Bring it out.
That's crafty counsel.
Right.
Crafty counsel is, you know what? We're going to send Planned Parenthoods to all the black and Hispanic neighborhoods so that and push abortion and then teach their young their children in the schools that it's okay to abort your babies.
Right.
That it's not murder. That's crafty counsel.
Misleading you, misguiding somebody. Have misconceiving the intentions that you're there to help them, but you're there to hurt them.
Right. Here's what crafty counsel is. Crafty counsel is we're organizing and strategizing on how to destroy people. Right. How to destroy a nation of people. That's the crafty counsel.
Right.
Read.
Against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones.
And they consulted against us, the hidden ones. We are the hidden ones.
Right.
What is our history? That's why every documentary that comes out about our history is always titled what? Hidden histories. Right. Hidden this, hidden that. Why? Because they say, oh, no, nobody knows. Yes, they know, but it's been hidden.
Right.
It's been hidden. Think about it. What was the number one thing that was illegal for a black man or a black woman to do during slavery? What was the thing that would get you killed? Read.
Right.
Read.
Right.
It was illegal for us to read. But if we're savages, if we're monkeys, right, why hide books from us?
Right.
What are we going to do? Do you hide books from gorillas? Are we worried that if gorillas read books that it's going to be like the Planet of the Apes movie? Are we worried about it? No. Because they know we're more than what they say we are. They know that we're the people of the book. Because what's the one thing you're going to read? The Bible. What am I going to find in the Bible? My history. I'm going to find my history. I'm going to learn. I'm greater. I'm going to learn the solutions to my issues in the Bible. That's why it was illegal to read. That's why it was illegal to read. Think about it. They say we're 3/5 of a human being. It was illegal for hundreds of years for us to read in this country. And then over the course of 150 years, it's been about a little over 150 years since the Emancipation Proclamation was signed.
They already planned to try to be ahead of us. And
Say that again?
they already planned it out to them to be ahead of us.
They planned for them to be ahead of us, right? They had now hundreds of years head start. It's only been about 160 years. Right, since we've been free, and look how fast we've been able to catch up in certain aspects. Now you have Ben Carson is the #1 neurosurgeon in the world, a black man, where 150 years ago his ancestors were not allowed to read. Now most inventions in this country, the stoplight, the train, all these major inventions that we use every day, who's been responsible? Who's behind it? The black man. But 150 years ago we couldn't read. So they know there's something that we're more than what they tell us.
That's right.
Mister wants to know, why isn't the Bible for everyone?
Why isn't it for everyone? Give me this. Psalm 147.
Bring it out.
I'm going to show you. You said, why isn't the Bible for everyone? That's a good question. Watch this. I'm going to read it straight out of the Bible, because here's where the misconception comes in, right? The church teaches us that God loves everybody. The Bible's for everyone. The word was given to everybody. But you know what's the one thing that rarely gets done inside the churches? Actually reading the Bible. What do we hear in church? The pastor telling you about when he was a little boy in Georgia. The pastor telling you his life stories, his life experiences, and giving you a feel-good message. But we're not learning what's actually written in the Bible and what does it mean. So read Psalms 147:19.
The book of Psalms, chapter 147 and verse 19.
Bring it up.
He showeth his word unto Jacob.
So it says God did what?
Showeth his word unto Jacob.
So it says God showed his word to Jacob. You had Abraham, his son Isaac, and then his son Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel. He had 12 sons, which make up the 12 tribes of Israel. His descendants, right? So now God said he gave his word to the 12 tribes of Jacob, of Israel. Read.
His statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
God gave his statutes, meaning his laws and his judgments unto Israel. That's what we read in the Bible. Read.
He hath not dealt so with any nation.
It says God did not deal this way with any other nation. That's in all the Bibles. That's Psalms chapter 147 verse 19 and 20. That's always been in the Bible. God, from the beginning, has only been dealing with one nation of people. Just like you said, why isn't the Bible for everybody? Okay, here's a better question. Why did God kill the Egyptians to bring the Israelites out?
Bring it out.
Why did he just change their mind and let them leave and then everybody can live together in unity? Why did God decide to kill all the firstborns and destroy them as a nation? Why did God have us slaughter the Philistines, the Jebusites, the Perizzites, all these other nations when we were coming out in the wilderness? Why did God have us destroy those nations during war and murder them? If God loves everybody. Why was he so partial to one nation of people if the Bible is for everybody? You understand that, sis? So that's something that's been...
Said something.
Go ahead.
To create better opportunities, I guess, or to make new and whole.
Oh, you said why did God do it?
To destroy a certain place, to go and to re-transform.
Give me
something.
Romans now.
And
I'm
then
gonna show you why he did it.
And then I was gonna stop you a couple of moments ago and tell you that I believe that, and it's probably quoted in the Bible, that God doesn't bring anything bad on people. Everything he does.
Okay, he said God doesn't bring anything bad on people, right? That's what we learn in church. But is that in the Bible? Have you ever seen that in the Bible?
It's all types of destruction in the Bible. All types
of destruction.
Right.
God taking people's life left and right, putting sicknesses on people, right?
The young brother says he plays basketball, and he's been watching what Kyrie Irving has been going through.
Okay.
But he wants to know if what Kyrie said does it even matter, that he's a Jew.
Does it matter? Let me ask you, what do you think? What's your name?
My name is James.
James? I'm off you. So, James, do you think it matters what Kyrie is saying?
I mean, I don't know why it matters. That's the thing I asked him, because I'm not educated enough for this answer, because he asked me, and I told him I don't know why it would matter. Like,
So what have you heard that Kyrie has said? That he's a Jew, or that certain people are Jews?
Well, he just told me. I didn't know anything about this until he asked me.
Okay. So let me clarify, because maybe you didn't. Okay. So let me give you the full story. What Kyrie is saying, right, is that the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and the Native Indians, that they are the Jews. That really our history, we've been lied to. Black is a color. You're not black. I'm not black. My boots are black. I've never seen a man this dark. Just like there's no such thing as white people. They're pink. They're different shades of red, but they're not white. Those are terms that have been put on people. Black and white, right? So now, if you're not black, if you're not, for instance, African, comes from the word, from the name Leo Scipio Africanus. He was an Italian navigator. Now you have Amerigo Vespucci, which America was named after. He was an Italian navigator. We don't come from two Italian men, so how can we be African American? Negro is black in Spanish. Again, we're not black. So if we're none of these things, then who are we as a people? What is our nationality then? You get what I'm saying, James? Yeah. We're the only people whose nationality changes every couple of years. First we were niggers when you brought us over here. Then we were Negro. Then we were colored. Then we were African American. It's always changing.
So are we who we came? Are we where we came from, or are we the person that God wants us as? Is we the person that God made us, that God wanted us to become?
You see, right now.
Are we where we came from? Which is like, if I came from Africa, if I was born in Africa, that's why I'm African. I'm black African. If is we where we came from, or are we who God put us out to be? Or we,
okay. So now we're going to talk about where we come from and where we are. And hold that. Give me Isaiah 1 and 3 first.
So he basically asked him, are we where we came from, or what we like God made us, create us to be, right? Something like that.
So basically how we ended up in this
God
condition.
got his purpose in his,
Why we're here
in
now.
your life and who he.
Okay, good. I got you.
I didn't wake up and want to be a gang member. You know what I'm saying? My circumstances.
How do we get in this condition? That's the question. I got you. I was confused. I got you. You become
53rd Street.
Victim of your environment.
I'm portraying 53rd Street because that's who I am. I figure that fits me the best. These people, Spanish gangs, MS-13, these people fit them. When I enter a jail and the first people, you know what I'm saying, Spanish people or whatever, they might not acknowledge me. I don't know. But
okay.
faith thing, they might acknowledge me. All right, where you from? No, where you from? Oh, I'm from Puerto Rico. Well, you live in Newburgh.
Yeah.
You're not, you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Or
so watch this. And James, listen to this real quick. Give me Isaiah 1 and 3.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 1 and verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner.
So this is what God is saying, right? The ox, which is a dumb, stubborn animal, he knows his owner. Read.
And the ass his master's crib.
The donkey is another dumb and stubborn animal. He knows where he comes from. Read.
But Israel doth not know. My people.
So God says Israel, his chosen people, do not know. Who's coming up? You coming up? Get ready. Israel does not know. Right? Read.
My people doth not consider.
God says his people don't even consider where they come from. So just like you said, now you might say, well, I'm from 53rd Street. But where are you from originally? What's your history? What is your history? What is your identity? Who are your forefathers?
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.